10 social media posts that caused massive backlash. So these days, a lot of celebrities have companies that run their social medias for them. And on the one hand, it's a bit of a shame because you're not really getting the authentic person. You're not really hearing from the person that you're following, if you are following that celebrity. But on the other hand, it's probably one of the smartest decisions that you can make if you're that celebrity, because, you know, there's people that literally, like, their whole careers just, they get ruined by like one single post.
With that single inflammatory tweet, Roseanne's rising star imploded today.
Welcome to Watch Mojo. Today we'll be looking at the most unforgettable social media posts that drew intense backlash and thrust their creators into the center of heated controversies.
This is one of the fastest responses and crash and burns I've ever seen from a tweet.
CeeLo Green's tweets about consent.
CeeLo, whose real name is Thomas DeCarlo Calloway, is due back in court today for the first time since entering a not guilty plea in October to a felony charge of furnishing a controlled substance.
In 2012, a woman accused singer CeeLo Green of slipping her a date drug and sexually assaulting her. While authorities declined to pursue sexual assault charges due to insufficient evidence, Green pleaded no contest to one count of furnishing a narcotic.
But this morning, the Forget You singer is finding out even without the sexual assault case, prosecutors haven't forgotten about the drug charges. If convicted, he could face up to 4 years in prison.
Shortly after, he took to Twitter to voice his opinion on the matter. In a series of now-deleted tweets, Green attempted to redefine sexual assault, suggesting that actual victims would remember the incident.
Whoa. Oh my God, CeeLo. What an idiot. What an idiot.
The posts lit a firestorm on Twitter, forcing Green to temporarily deactivate his account.
Wow.
Although he later returned and apologized, the damage was already done. His TBS show, The Good Life, was canceled, and he was booted from the animated film Hotel Transylvania 2.
Please don't kill me! I mean, yo, V, what's up? Talking toilet paper. Well, that's a new one.
Dani Mathers.
What an idiot, man. I will say that song he made, great song, but that aside, what a stupid thing to say. Honestly, like, anybody with a brain would be like, don't say that.
There's body shaming snaps.
She's a celebrated Playboy playmate who fired a torpedo into her own career with a single click from her phone.
Playboy playmate Dani Mathers was at her local gym in July 2016 when she came across a 71-year-old woman changing in the locker room. Instead of minding her business, Mathers secretly took a picture of the naked woman and posted it on Snapchat, alongside a selfie covering her mouth. Unsurprisingly, the internet was not amused.
The combination went viral, and the backlash online, immediate and relentless.
Who does that? Who takes a picture of somebody when they're getting changed in a changing... Like, unreal. Like, unbelievable. Imagine someone did that to you. You've got no clothes on. You're quite vulnerable. Like, you know, and then puts it on social media, and they've got like hundreds of thousands or millions of followers. So they've all seen you naked.
Facing a storm of backlash, Mathers deleted the post and claimed it was intended as a private message. But her tone-deaf stunt wasn't just socially unacceptable, it was also a legal violation. Mathers was charged with invasion of privacy and risked up to 6 months behind bars. In the end, she pleaded no contest and was sentenced to 3 years probation and 30 hours of graffiti removal service.
All it took was a single Snapchat to turn Dani Mathers from playmate to pariah.
Dylan Mulvaney.
What an idiot. There's really people out there that are just really dumb. Like, really, really dumb.
Bud Light advertisement.
Hi. Impressive carrying skills, right? I got some Bud Lights for us.
What started as a simple beer ad quickly spiraled into a massive boycott campaign. In April 2023, transgender actress and influencer Dylan Mulvaney shared a short promotional video for Bud Light on Instagram. The campaign aimed to boost sales by appealing to younger consumers and positioning the brand as more inclusive.
This month, I celebrated my day 365 of womanhood, and Bud Light sent me possibly the best gift ever, a can with my face on it.
However, this backfired, as the ad was reviled by many in conservative circles. Musicians, politicians, and commentators not only called for a boycott, but also directed a barrage of threats towards Mulvaney. Bud Light's response to the backlash, which neither supported Mulvaney nor renounced the ad, managed to please no one. As a result, the brand's sales plummeted by as much as 26%.
Holy smokes, wow. Wow, one commercial did that. That's insane. 26%. I mean, 17, that's a lot of money, especially when we're talking like hundreds of millions of dollars.
And its parent company's stock price fell by 20%.
I do not believe that someone did not sit and think our primary audience is going to turn. To what degree is up in the air, but we're definitely going to get that pushback. And it feels like someone saw a value in that.
Bow Wow's private jet.
Terrible.
The lives of the...
I mean, the decision making from Bud Light there. I know what they were trying to do. They were trying to be more inclusive, but from a business perspective, it was the wrong move.
Rich and famous are often portrayed as so glamorous they might make you envious. But needless to say, not everything they showcase is genuine. Case in point, Bow Wow. In May 2017, the rapper posted an Instagram photo of a private jet implying he was flying to New York in style. However, mere hours later, a passenger spotted him in economy on a commercial plane, took a picture and shared it online.
Then we see this post. This is a user on Snapchat. That's Bow Wow right there, and he writes,
"That's so embarrassing. Why lie? Why lie, Bow Wow? Honestly."
So this guy, Lil Bow Wow, was on my flight to New York.
To make matters worse, a reverse image search revealed that the photo he posted was actually a stock image from a transport company. Internet users united in their ridicule of the rapper, even creating the hashtag Bow Wow Challenge, posting side-by-side pictures of their own exaggerated luxury alongside the less than glamorous reality.
Because the way it looked as if I was taking the big boy jet going to New York. And
just don't. If I was him, I wouldn't address it. Just don't address it unless he was probably asked by Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey probably asked him. It's just so embarrassing.
Really, I was on Delta, first class.
The star-studded Imagine video.
Hey guys, day 6 in self-quarantine.
In March 2020, the entire world was plunged into chaos as the COVID-19 pandemic spread, leaving many uncertain about the future. During this turbulent period, Hollywood actress Gal Gadot decided that what humanity really needed was a montage of celebrities singing along to John Lennon's Imagine.
Imagine there's no heaven.
The 3-minute clip was posted to Instagram, and in addition to Gadot, featured names like Kristen Wiig, Jimmy Fallon, Natalie Portman, and Will Ferrell. Despite the widespread confusion in the world at the time, everyone was crystal clear that the clip was not only tone-deaf and cringeworthy, but...
It's just cringeworthy for me. Like, who needed this? Like, people want to go outside.
Ultimately pointless. Gadot later acknowledged that the project was in poor taste, but reiterated that they all had pure intentions making it.
Fair enough.
The world will be as one.
Justine Sacco's offensive tweet.
Regret from a woman who sparked a Twitter backlash over an offensive tweet that joked about AIDS in South Africa. She says she's sorry.
Prior to December 20th, 2013, Justine Sacco served as the Senior Director of Corporate Communications at the media company IAC. That day, however, her life changed dramatically thanks to a single ill-conceived tweet. Just before boarding her flight from London to Cape Town, South Africa, Sacco posted an offensive comment that trivialized the prevalence of HIV in the country.
Wow.
In a statement, Sacco now tells ABC News, "Words cannot express how sorry I am and how necessary it is for me to apologize to the people of South Africa."
The tweet was widely seen as racist and very quickly lit a social media firestorm while Sacco was blissfully offline mid-air. Before long, this obscure tweet from an account with just about 200 followers was trending worldwide. After Sacco landed and realized the magnitude of her misstep, she issued a public apology.
Can you imagine when she got off that plane, turned off airplane mode, and all of the messages just started coming through? Like, what have you done? Your career's up. Like, can you imagine the panic?
Acknowledging her insensitive comment. Nevertheless, she was fired by her employers.
She says she's sorry, but so many are wondering how a public relations executive could spark such a public relations disaster.
Roseanne.
So she was a PR person too. Wow. She worked in PR and she sent that tweet.
Barr's racist tweet.
I don't think this is a joke. I think this is actually a racist tweet, and it needs to be dealt with as such.
The year was 2018. The ABC sitcom Roseanne had been revived for a 10th season that premiered to impressive ratings. Everything was going great for the show's star and producer Roseanne Barr until May 29th when she targeted former White House advisor Valerie Jarrett in what was widely criticized as a racist tweet. Barr initially doubled down, but as the backlash exploded, she apologized for the tweet and blamed it on the sleeping drug Ambien. The drug's manufacturer had to step in to publicly refute her claims.
It wasn't me. It was the Ambien.
That same day, ABC canceled the revival of Roseanne, just 2 months after renewing it for another season. The show was eventually retooled as The Conners, but this time without Barr in the picture.
I just got a call from a friend in the coroner's office. The autopsy found that it wasn't a heart attack. Roseanne OD'd on opioids.
Kanye West's anti-Semitic tweet.
Kanye West has been temporarily barred from Twitter and Instagram after posting an anti-Semitic comment over the weekend.
Kanye West has long been a magnet for controversy, but in October 2022, his behavior reached a troubling new low. After being locked out of Instagram for suggesting that Sean Diddy Combs was controlled by Jewish people, West moved to Twitter to escalate his rhetoric. There, he posted a tweet threatening violence against Jewish people and absurdly claimed he couldn't be anti-Semitic. Turns out he could. West's tweet drew the ire of many across the board and resulted in his Twitter account also getting locked. From there, things went downhill pretty quickly. Several high-profile companies with whom he shared business partnerships, including Adidas, Gap, Balenciaga, and Vogue, all severed ties with him. Despite these significant losses, West continued to spread hateful remarks.
The company goes on in this press release to say this will hurt the company financially. They know they're going to take a hit. That hit is going to be about $246 million in the company's net income in 2022 because they do have such a deep partnership with him.
Kathy Griffin.
Man, Kanye, it's like when he lost his mum, he just changed so much. So much. She was definitely like, you know, the thing grounding him. Apparently he came off his medication too as well. Like, it's just sad what's happened to him.
It's Trump mask.
A Secret Service official tells ABC News the comedian likely will get a knock on her door from an agent who will not be in a laughing mood.
Donald Trump is undeniably a polarizing figure, but that does not excuse the controversial stunt Kathy Griffin pulled in May 2017. The comedian shared a video on Instagram and Twitter in which she held a bloody mask that closely resembled Trump. Griffin may be widely known for her shock humor, but this was a step too far.
We have to move to Mexico today because we're going to go to prison, federal prison.
The posts were criticized both by Trump's supporters and his detractors, as many took it as a veiled threat of violence against the president. As a result, Griffin lost multiple endorsement deals and jobs and was forced to cancel her upcoming tour dates. She initially apologized and removed the posts, but she later retracted her apology and even reposted the image after Trump lost the 2020 election.
And he said the greatest thing. He goes, Kathy, you're the most famous comedian in the world today. And I'm sobbing. For the wrong reasons. He goes, no, use it. And so now I'm naming the tour, and I'll be playing Carnegie Hall and Radio City Music Hall at the Kathy Griffin Laugh Your Head Off World Tour.
There you go.
He shouldn't have done that, man. Shouldn't have done that. Like, no matter how you feel about someone, it's such a... Yeah, you just don't do that.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and apology. Kevin Spacey's Twitter apology.
Spacey tweeted he does not remember the alleged encounter, which Rapp detailed in an interview with BuzzFeed. Still, Spacey says he's beyond horrified by the story, and he says it has encouraged him to do something he's never done before.
The Me Too movement brought a tsunami of revelations that toppled many Hollywood elites, but few fell as hard as Kevin Spacey. It all began when Anthony Rapp accused Spacey of making sexual advances towards him back in 1986, when Rapp was still a minor.
He said by sharing his story, he is, quote, standing on the shoulders of the many courageous women and men who have been speaking out to shine a light and hopefully make a difference.
In response, Spacey uploaded a statement to his Twitter apologizing to Rapp but claiming he couldn't recall the incident. If he had just ended there, things might have played out differently. Instead, he used the same statement to come out as gay, a move that was widely seen as a clumsy attempt to distract from the very serious allegations. Spacey received a...
So what did he think would happen? That everybody would start talking about, oh, I didn't know he was, is that what he thought people would just forget? What he's been accused of?
Deafening wave of criticism from all sides, and his reputation has since remained irreparably damaged.
People on social media are noting that coming out as gay is completely separate from addressing allegations of being a sexual predator. You could argue that coming out as gay in this particular moment might deflect attention away from the allegations against him.
Which of these social media posts did you think was deserving of the backlash it received? Let us know in the comments below.
Like that lady who took the photo, for me, like all of them were bad, but the lady who took a photo of someone, of an older lady, at her most vulnerable, she's in a changing room, she hasn't got her clothes on, and she put that on social media. That is insane. Like the amount of I feel like some people just don't have that voice. You know, that voice that tells us, don't do this, it's wrong. The conscience. Like, some people just don't have that. And I think the number of people who don't have it is probably like higher than we think. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.